Hyperledger Fabric is a blockchain business implementation used for developing high-scale blockchain applications and providing a flexible degree of permission. Hyperledger Fabric has several distinctive characteristics when compared to the other blockchain models. Whether those characteristics are counted as advantages or disadvantages depends upon the context. The description platform of Hyperledger is a general-purpose blockchain, which means that Hyperledger can be used for building high-scale blockchain applications with permissions that can be set according to the centralized parties. This is similar to Ethereum, where a developer can build decentralized applications using Ethereum blockchain. On the other hand, Ripple can be used for sending and receiving payments using blockchain platform, similar to Bitcoin blockchain. The Hyperledger Fabric is governed by Linux Foundation and IBM, whereas in Ethereum, the blockchain is governed by Ethereum developers who make changes such as creating future milestones, etc. In Ripple, the blockchain is governed by the Ripple Labs itself, and in Bitcoin blockchain, the blockchain is governed by Bitcoin developers. There is no token for Hyperledger Fabric, as Executive Director Brian Behlendorf stated that you would never see a Hyperledger coin, so there is no token for it until now. Unlike Ethereum, which has Ether, for Ripple we have XRP, and for Bitcoin, as we all know, there is BTC. Miner reward. There are many tokens which are mineable and non-mineable, but in case of Hyperledger, there is no token, so there are no mining or mining rewards. On the other hand, in Ethereum we have mining rewards which are provided to a miner after mining a block, similar to Bitcoin. However, Ripple is different because it is a non-mineable blockchain. The state of the Hyperledger Fabric is key-value database, which means it uses simple key value to store the data inside a blockchain, in contrast to Ethereum, where it is account-based blockchain, which technically means that the states are assembled into a state tree and linked to an account and a block. In Ripple, there is no state as such, and in Bitcoin, the state is the transaction data, which is data that stores the time dimension, a numerical value, and one or more objects. Hyperledger has a consensus network called PBFT that stands for Practical Byzantine Fault Tolerance Problem, which is very similar to the three-way handshake problem. In Ethereum, the consensus is achieved due to mining, and the same is done by Bitcoin blockchain. But in case of Ripple, it follows the Ripple protocols. The Hyperledger Fabric is a private, permissions-based network that works when a centralized authority provides different permissions over the blockchain. In Ethereum, the network can either be public or private. In Ripple, the network is only public, whereas in Bitcoin, it is similar to Ethereum, with public and private network. Smart contracts can be implemented in Hyperledger with the help of different programming languages, such as Java and Go. In Ethereum, the smart contracts are written using Solidity programming language. In Ripple, we cannot write smart contracts, whereas in Bitcoin, it is possible, but usually never written due to complexity. I hope this session helped you to understand the characteristics of these blockchains. We will discuss them in detail in further sessions. You can email us on hello@blockchain-council.org for any queries.